Hey peeps, it's Andercon playing Kerbal Space Program with a holy crap ton of mods. Anyway, picking up back from where we were before. I'm about to launch this crap stack. Hopefully it'll actually make it. This is basically going to be a satellite for Minmus in a way, with a mobile processing lab. It's missing a Kerbal, but I'll put one in real quick. It's got a lander to land on Minmus, collect a bunch of science, and then it'll deposit back into that science lab. And I gotta go stick a Kerbal in here somewhere. Let's see, right here. Actually, I think it's for crew manifest. Okay. Add a Kerbal. Alright, we got Bill. That'll work. Let's go ahead and get this crew manifest out of my face. And move all that. Okay, there we go. That's what I needed. Now hopefully these people don't die on the way up, because they don't appear to have normal spacesuits on. And I do indeed wonder if I happen to EVA one, if they'll put a helmet on. I hope so. See how things go. And I think we're good to go if I hit that. Alright, so this thing's Asparagus staged, and hopefully everything will work out okay. I've actually launched a design somewhat similar to this before, but I don't think I had quite as much fuel on it. So I don't think it was as heavy as this. And I also have got, oh god, look at this bull crap. Holy shit. Look at the sway. If this thing doesn't fall apart, I'm gonna be amazed. Oh my god, it's dancing for crying out loud. Yeah, I don't think this thing's quite got enough lift. What the hell is this thing doing? I probably made it a little too heavy. They probably need some structural supports or something. This is like almost guaranteed to break. It's certainly not going anywhere. Anywhere good. I mean, I'm pointed the wrong way. Look at this. Holy crap. There it went. Times like these. Everything's falling apart everywhere. Parts blown off. Well then. There's all the parachutes. At least part of it's in one piece. It's a miracle. You never know, I might have to send this sucker up in like pieces or something. It probably just needs a holy crap load of like supports or something. Things blowing up everywhere. Let's revert flight and stick a holy crap ton of supports all over this. And then see if I can get it up into space. This is some bullshit right here. I hate it when my rockets just wobble everywhere. Another potential problem we may have is I may have to stick on Separatrons on these other stages. I'm hoping I don't, but I may have to. Let's see if I even have the struts. Alright, strut connectors are unlocked. Wasn't sure there. Right, we're gonna just strut the holy hell out of this. That could do the trick, just that. Another thing I'm going to probably want to do is put more of them on this. These freaking docking connectors are not very good at keeping things in one place. Let's go off of right about here. Up to about here. Okay, that should do the trick. Hopefully everything will stay in one piece now. Just for good measure. Let's go and put some over here. This sucker is a little expensive, 288,000. I currently have almost 2 million, so that's really kind of a drop in the bucket. Not a big deal. Go ahead and turn this thing off. Don't even know why you're on. Alright. Save. The other issue I'm currently having is, in my personal opinion, this thing is a little bit slow on the uptake to get up. I really wish I could add some more thrust. I don't have very much I can do on that without unlocking more parts. I have a question mark, however. What would happen if I scale that up? That might be really nice. I don't know what kind of thrust that thing's gonna have, but it may work out really good. I don't know. It may be really freaking heavy. That thing's 2 tons by itself, and this thing's 3 tons and has like double the thrust. We'll try once, see what happens. Morbid curiosity, basically. Save and lunch. Be great if it had more thrust. Be pretty cool if I can get like 1,000 thrust off of it. Of course, since this has got I got Ferram Aerospace Research on it, it's going to make getting into the atmosphere difficult. But hopefully it'll turn out alright. I really wish loading didn't take 5 evers. Come on. It's one more than 4 ever, you know. Push. And I probably also forgot the Kerbal again, so I'd stick out it back in there. It shouldn't be a problem now. Crew manifest. Stick Kerbal back in, get Bill back. Hopefully things won't explode on me again. Go ahead and time warp so we're in daytime. There's daytime. Alright. T. And... Okay, what kind of thrust you got? Lots. Alright, well that'll work. I don't know how much they weigh, probably quite a bit, but a lot more thrust. So that helps. That works. I'm happy about that. They probably weigh a lot more and use a hell of a lot more fuel since they're, yeah, they're using a lot of fuel. But it should be alright. And it's not wobbling everywhere. It's a miracle. Belgium look happy. I think we actually have a little bit of time for an IVA. Oh, they can't see jack. Note, I have one of the cockpit mods as well. It's very nice. Let's see, what button was it? See, yes. And I also got that mod for putting in the flight controls, and extra displays and such inside the cockpits. Can't quite remember the name of it right off the top of my head. I need to go stage something in a moment, and then we're going to see if it explodes things. No, they just drop right off. Okay, that's what I needed. And the right one's dropped. Okay, we are good. Left wondering what the smoke trail is up here. I don't know. Probably just wind resistance. I'm hearing a lot of strange sounds. I'm hoping it's the things that fell off down there doing stuff and not something else. Also, since this is 32-bit version, the sucker is being laggy at this particular stage. It'll be better once I drop more stuff and get out of the atmosphere. 64-bit version handles this so much better. Too bad the 64-bit version is so buggy. Alright, let me just click that. Get out of the way. Yeah, what are you doing? Click that. Alright, so this is all the bits and pieces that fell off. If I had enough parachutes on them, I could have salvaged this stuff, but I'm not really worried about salvaging those. It's not that big of a deal. Wow. What the hell's going on with my stuff here? Just to make sure we're flying from the right one. Control from here. Okay, there we go. My instrumentation was looking at the ground for some reason. Alright, we're at 16th thou. Check on the map. And how high are we? Pretty high already. Very nice. It's 51. Alright, I shouldn't have any trouble getting into orbit with this thing. I think I just lost some... Yep, time to stage more. Alright, please don't fall off and kill everything. Alright, good. It fell off correctly. Seems like sometimes when I stage, these things will go inwards and then I'll rip off like all of my engine fuel. It's like, why? Why? Lose everything. Turning here. Get in so I can see what I'm doing. Alright, we're at 83 and counting. I'll just let this thing turn over a bit. Not too far. I'm holding it. I'm holding that left button, but it ain't doing much. Alright, hitting RCS. I'm actually going down. Alright, well. That orbit is going to be slow coming, I tell you that. Look at that. The orbit speed ain't going up fast. Hopefully I can make orbit with this thing. It's going to be so heavy. Hopefully you can get into Minmus. Alright, stick it right there. Okay, I'm just gonna have to wait until my orbit speed hits around 2,225. It's probably not gonna be happening anytime soon. Everything appears to be doing pretty good. Here's the current stage. I don't know for sure if this is going to update correctly due to this being Asparagus. I don't know if this particular add-on here will work right. So this is my total fuel and stuff. This is my current stage fuel. It does look like it may be right. Very nice. Pop, drop. Alright. Everything's looking good. Boy. I got all this fuel to burn through. Might take a while. I guess we could go ahead and hit 1. Extend all the solar panels. Those are our electric charge. So solar panels are doing the thing. Solaring, family. Don't know if these ones popped out or not. No, I didn't stick on these ones. Apparently I did not. Oh well, no big deal right now. Okay, actually looks like I will be able to hit orbit with this thing. I may even have a ton of fuel left over. It's just taking it a while. I probably should have stuck one of those other kind of engines I had on the parts that we buy on here, and I would have had a lot more thrust, but we'll live with this. It's got 650 kilonewtons of thrust, and it's working, so everything's alright. This is just one of those times where you've got a rocket so freaking heavy, it just takes ages. It's going to take forever for it to get anywhere. Alright, well, this is a good time for me to check. Holy crap, actually people here. Hey, Mike the Bomb and Dark Rider. Does it still say I'm playing Terraria even though I changed the thing 3 times? Let me know. Let's see. I come with bodily infections of the sinus type. I hope you get well soon, Dark Rider. It's the cold season, so it's typical people get ill. And my wife had a little bit of a cold for a while, but I think she's alright. Make sure your antivirus is working properly. Yeah, I got WebRoot antivirus. I like that. Maybe you should get some WebRoot and it'll get rid of your cold for you. That'd be funny. Alright, go back to chat. Still saying? It's still... Done. Hitting done. Putting space in it and hitting done. It says Kerbal Space Program -mod pile on my end. Twitch is just crap. I can't get it to work right on that. It refuses catastrophically and utterly. I need to stop rocketing a bit. Scoot over towards the AP before it flies off in the middle of nowhere. Alright. There we go. Okay, make sure my my stuff here is going the right direction. There we go. Actually, I probably want to pull up just a nudge. Nah, I think it'll be alright. I'm so close to orbit right now, I can taste it. That'll be orbiting in a few moments. Let's see. It's been on the uprise, the cold you say? 20 plus hours awake and not much food or drink either. Just had to have a big meal plus drink so I don't forget to survive the friggin' thing. Yeah, I just got back from work. Rough day at work. That's just the way work it is. It sucks. Oh, there's some orbit. Yep, that's an orbit, alright. Alright. Where are we going? That's the Mun. Zoom way out. Way over there's Minmus with some satellites around it. Set target. Alright. See these little marks? The, an AN and an ON, I guess, or a DN, descending node, and the ascending node. That's important in this case. If you just fly out in that general direction with a very equatorial orbit, you may not be hitting anything. So I like to change my orbit so these things say 0.0, or at least as close as I can get to that. So we're going to click on that, pull up, until those things say 0, 0. There we go. 0, 0. There we go. Now, I luckily happen to have somewhere on here. I hope I still have it. Yes, I do. This control from here. So I got a probe on here so I can use the flight computer, which I love this thing so much. Right, point at the node. And I hope you point the right way. Node in 4 minutes. Go ahead and execute said node once you point at it. Yes, it's pointing the right direction. This is good. And I should have enough fuel to do it. It's 23 seconds of burn. This thing is so heavy. It's so fat. Why are you so fat? I used to have a neighbor. He was Chinese. It was just a place I was renting. He really loved my cat. Every time he see my cat, he'd like go pet it and love my cat and just go, "Why are you so fat? Why are you so fat?" Because my cat's freaking enormous. It was just funny, kind of. One of these days, it'll decide to point in the right direction. One of these days. Anyway, the plan for the day is to go to Minmus and go land on it a whole bunch of times, and I hope I get enough fuel on this in order to do so. It should, hopefully, have enough fuel on it. I believe it does. Yeah, 108 plus another 54. I'm just looking at the top part. With a wee little engine and hardly any mass, probably like 2 tons total for the whole thing. That should do the trick for Minmus. It wouldn't work on the Mun. It might work on the Mun, just a little lander. But if it would, it would just barely work. But it'll work for Minmus just fine. It's so easy to get off and on of. Way to distress than to watch Kerbal explode because you... What better way to de-stress than to watch Kerbal explode because you forgot space tape? Kerbals, yeah. Yeah, I don't usually get the rockets to wobble that hard, but every now and then they'll do that. Completely forgot about space tape. I actually tend not to use space tape unless I absolutely have to. Like never, ever strut anything, it seems. Oh yeah, I'm just sitting here waiting for this when I could fast forward. Alright, so this thing says 2 minutes. 50, 30, 20, 10. And actually this thing will pull me out of warp automatically, this flight computer. See, throttling back time warp. I found that out recently. It's very nice that it does that. And it's very also nice that it decides to burn in a proper time beforehand instead of right on the T mark, T0. And it should definitely help out. Alright, so we're heading in the right direction. Every now and then, the flight computer will derp up and it won't actually thrust quite enough. So I kind of got to keep an eye on it a little bit. But let's check chat. Keeps freezing on your end. Let me check my. It's Twitch. My end's perfect. I hadn't dropped a single frame. It's Twitch. Twitch is crap. Alright, there we go. We got our orbit fixed. And now I could go to Minmus easily without having to do any weird crap. So I can just go point it in the corner over here, stick a maneuver node there, and pull on it forever. Alright, there is leaving the solar system. The area. Okay, there we go. We got... There's 1 mil. There's 490. There's too far. There's me trying to grab hold of this. Alright, there we go. That is... I think I'm slamming into the side of it at that point. Alright. No, maybe not. Oh, okay, there we go. There's 602. There is 92. Wow, there's a close one. All right. Wow, 90. 52. Okay, that'll work, and I'll readjust it when I get there. 1 minute 26 seconds of burn. I'm gonna let the flight computer do this one. Actually, no, I shouldn't. I probably don't have enough fuel for in this stage for the flight computer to handle it. However, I can point at the node with the flight computer and do the burn myself. It's going to take it forever to actually move there, though. Bill's got a blue light. He looks a little creepy there. Alright, it's moving. Scoot this thing around. Okay, that'll work. Somewhere in here. Okay, there's Kerbal Alarm Clock. I'm gonna need... Alright, so this is 1 minute 26 seconds. Half of that is 30 seconds plus 15, so it's 45. Let's go with 55. That'll make sure I'm good to go. Alright. So, just slightly after I get pulled out of warp, I'll need to start thrusting. Alright, that looks good. And hit M. Fast forward a bit. I guess that's all the faster I can fast forward. Still taking forever. Because I'm low in the atmosphere here. I may want to pull out a little early because I'm apparently not pointing at the mark like I'm supposed to be. How's Chad doing? I'll catch you later, Dark Rider. Oh. Okay, there is... I'm going to pull out now and allow the flight computer to point in the right direction again. It's going to take its time. Ugh. I actually tend to mostly use things like probes and really small ships. I rarely build a ship quite this large unless I'm really going a long ways away. And even then, sometimes it's better to take a small ship. But because of the science lab being so big, I have to take something equally as big or bigger to actually get it where I need it to be. It may not necessarily be that heavy, it's just sizable. Oh well. I also needed the extra fuel for the lander since it's going to be landing a bunch of times. Alright, so it's pointing in the right direction. Let's let warp do its warp. Alright, close alarm. Wait until around 45 or 40 even. And launch. 41 or 51. 50. Come on, you. And if I want to be really precise, it would be 45. How about 42 seconds? We'll do it to 43. Because it took me a long time to throttle that up. Holy crap. Well, this is going to take ages. May as well look at my ship while I'm at it. Let's see. Freeze, Peace. Yeah, I really hope they debug the 64-bit version soon so I can launch a big craft all the time without having to slow down. Slow down is highly annoying. I'll be dropping a stage here in a moment. Well, a few moments. Gotta let it run out first. It's gonna take a while to get there. Lately, I've actually been watching someone else. I've been watching someone else's streams, but they're old, so they were recorded and put it on YouTube a long time ago, like last year. A guy named Tokyo Boy 808 who does speedruns of Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and I'm actually watching him beat the game blindfolded. Completely and utterly blindfolded. It has been really fun to watch him get stuck every damn where. It's pretty funny and really amazing some of the crazy crap he manages to pull off because even though he's blindfolded. If he wasn't super good at the game and had not played the holy hell out of it over time, he likely could not have pulled the stuff he pulls. So if you're into that kind of thing and like Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, want to see a crazy ass blindfold run, I'd go look that up. Tokyo Boy 808. It's a B-O-I, not B-O-Y. Hopefully I don't end up burning too much of my own refueling fuel here. I think I'll be alright. We're not far away from what I need to do. Alright, taking it slow now. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. You're definitely not close enough. Alright, that's good. How are we at? I can't tell. I can't see anything. Alright, how are we looking? I'm having a counter. Periapsis. Kind of says I do, but it doesn't really specify much. Oh, there it is. That's what I'm looking at. Okay, so I need this thing smaller. Nope, don't go that far. Okay, 50s is good. 56, 55. We'll work with that. That should work out nicely. Okay, that's good. And stop moving. Okay. Let's... What the hell are you doing? It's because it's moving on its own. Off. Stop moving, you. You're not supposed to be moving. Stay still. Alright, there. Stayed still, okay. Kerbal. Gonna go with that one there. Give it a 30-second time. Alright, we're gonna end up somewhere around 58 kilometers above Minmus. There's all my satellites throwing signals all over the place. I got a pile of them all over the place. A couple of geosyncs in here somewhere. Oh, these two. Geosyncs. I got one on the moon, got one on Minmus, got one on the polar orbit, which are linking my two geosyncs. That works really good. Better than sticking 3 geosyncs on here, actually, strangely enough. Alright, here we go. Here's the SOI change. In approximately 30 seconds. Hi. Alright. And I got another satellite over here for science and stuff. It's actually there for a mission that takes 280 days. These guys sit there for 280 days. Poor thing. Alright. There's the SOI change. Alright, now to stick this thing into an orbit. Let me check. Alright, as is now, it's not going to have a polar or a straight equatorial orbit. I'm just trying to decide if I want to keep it that way. It's a lot easier to get to if it's in an equatorial orbit. I may stick it in one later, after I get it slowed down. Let's see. Alright, so there's some of an orbit at way too close. This is actually not far from the equatorial orbit in the first place. I think we'll leave it like that, actually, but I'll just pull this out a bit. 42. And 69. Yeah. Wish I could see this better. I want to stick that right on the PE, but it doesn't always cooperate. That's better. That's right on the PE, as far as I can tell. And the 62. Still 62. 61. It's actually a mod that'll give you a more precise maneuver nodes. I apparently didn't install it, probably because I never used it before. And I'm kind of used to just dicking around with it like this anyway. 56. Alright, I'm wanting this thing around 58. There's 58, and there's 58. Alright, that's great. And we're going to use this on the flight computer today. And Kerbal Alarm Clock it. 22-second burn. That'll work. I'll let it point in the right direction first. Where is this? I don't even know where Minmus is at today. Can't find it. There it is. Little ice cream cone in the sky. Chicken chat. I think it's just you and me, Mike the Bomb. Wife's asking me a question. Hold on. Alright, this thing's all pointed the right direction. Oh, I was gonna look at Minmus. Where'd it go? There you are. It's not getting here very fast, no, is it? No, Minmus, you're so slow. Wait a minute, that's not Minmus. That's Minmus. I was wondering why it was so far away and not getting any closer. It was Kerbin. Derp. Alright, this thing's about to launch. Hopefully it didn't do something stupid. Recently, I actually, when I was putting this satellite in orbit, I threw a maneuver node on here for it to, well, I had it incoming like a certain direction, like going this way. And when I put the new maneuver node in, I got the maneuver node perfect, and then after it actually executed it, it started thrusting and ended up going the opposite direction I wanted it to go, and now my throat's closing up because I need something to drink. Fuck, BRB. Ah, oh, water. I need that so bad. There we go. Ooh. Alright, now we should have orbit. Yep, looks like an orbit. Alright, let's go ahead and kill this out. Double check my orbit. Alright, this is at 58.0 and 58.5. Pretty good. Okay. Hit him again. I'm gonna go ahead and set this thing up for re-entry and stuff. Okay, hitting V. Orbital camera? Point at, I think it's this one. Yeah. Point at normal. That should have it going straight up and down relative to the orbit. So, if that's the case, it'll be easier for me to dock to the very top of it at some point. And let me double check everything. Right, there's my food container. It's quite full. There's the oxygen. The waste is already full, but anytime that happens, additional waste gets kind of jettisoned, so it doesn't matter. I'm not trying to convert it into anything, so it's no big deal. We got tons of water, and I still don't know what the hell punch cards are for. They're on one of these satellite things here. Is here? Hold punch cards. I have no freaking clue why. I mean, why? I don't understand. Alright, let's go ahead and let's point this thing at Sat 1 and activate it actually. Alright. Give me a little connectivity back home if I need it for whatever reason. And I don't have any antennas on the lander. Alright, so I'm going to hit F5 now in case something stupid happens. And we're going to take the lander out for a spin. Let me first check my science contracts here. Alright, so I could get this quite easily. Crew report. And this will be 20 science. There'll be one quick and easy contract. Alright, what else we got? So that one's done. So this would be an orbital station around the Mun, but it has to have at least 6 in it. I'm skipping that. This is basically a science mission I'm doing right now. This one's still being done. Land flag. Wait a minute, hold on. What's this? Oh, that's the Mun. No wonder. Alright, so this is also... I also got a thing here, right there. Let's take a planetary base on Menmes, but it has to have 17 Kerbals. We'll get to that one day. Not yet. I got like 17 years to do that. Right, double check make sure I actually have somebody in here. I meant to take 3 people with me. I just now realized, but I can do what I want to do with 2. Let's see. EVA. Alright, so I believe this is Jeb. Bill. Okay, good. We actually have somebody here. That's good news. EVA reports. Yep. Alright. And transmit that crew report. Nope. Oh, up here. I'm gonna transmit that. And we're good and gonna undock. Actually, I can go ahead and grab some science here since it's the first time I brought most of this here, I think. So that's 84 science if I keep it. Oh, what's this? So it's processing lab. Alright, so we're gonna keep that. Let's go ahead and get a pile of science here. Observe mystery goo. So there's some more science in the mystery goo. And what else can I pull? That ain't gonna work here. Log, radio. Alright, so it's gonna deploy. I probably won't get anything off of this since I already done it. Alright, so recycle that. And turn it off. What's this? It's core samples and stuff. No, I don't need that. Magnetometer boom I've already used out here on another ship. I need to try it on the surface, see if it works. I can use the thermometer. No, I can't. Alright, so we're gonna do a little thing here. I'm gonna pull out all the science first off and store it in that science container, and then we're gonna clean out all this stuff that way I can reuse them. Alright, so collect data, remove. Okay, and let's see, where else? Was that the only one? I think that was the only thing. Oh no, over here. Pull this stuff from the Science Junior. Collect data, remove. Okay, I'm gonna jump in here. I'll probably have to go grab Jeb and put him in there too, but let's check. Yep. Alright. 1 out of 2. Okay, well, let's grab Jeb. Alright, so basically the idea here is to stick 2 Kerbals in this thing and use it to store all the data I get off the lander, and then clean out the clean experiments, which can take a while. That way I can reuse the Science Junior and the goo over and over and over. I just wish it didn't take so freaking long. Alright, let me check. Comments real quick. Hey, Malachite's here. Hey! Woo finally made it. Well, I haven't had a stream in like 2 weeks, I think. We're doing pretty good, pretty good. I don't know if I'm putting this on YouTube or not. If I do, it's just going to be splatted out on YouTube, not part of any particular series. I might just throw it up there. How you doing? Let's see, he says he's not doing too shabby and just finally got enough time to work on time at work to turn this on. He's asking about the punch cards. I'm not paying them yet, am I? No. Fortunately, everything will be done for free at the moment. I gotta grab a Kerbin freaking guy out of here or something. Let's take Jeb. I'll take Jeb and see about getting them some ice cream on Minimus here. And He'll have a wild ride going on over here. Kind of screwing me up since my camera is not quite where it's supposed to be. Alright, that's better. Go up. Forward. Okay. That should be ready to go. Before I take it out though, I gotta double check, make sure the fuel didn't get taken out. It's good. Okay, how's my RCS on it? Which should be perfect. It is quite perfect. Okay, we're ready to take this thing out for a spin. Add a couple. Hit a bracket button so I can switch camera. Okay. Hit T. Switch to RCS. Pull back a little. Sucker's a little heavy, but it'll work. Alright. Where do we land? Wherever the hell I feel like it, basically. Kind of got a high orbit here, but it's probably a good thing in a way. If it turns out the orbit's a problem, I'll lower it later, but I think it'll be fine. Hit space. And where'd it go? This over here looks pretty nice. Alright, so this whole thing is 4.4 tons. I figured it'd be more like 2 tons, but I'll live with 4.4 tons. And let's throttle this sucker up. It's got a micro engine on it, which should work for this. Let's take this thing down, right about there. Now I'll see if I can land it right over here somewhere. I'm going to do the rest of this from a different view. Probably this view. Or if I really feel adventurous, I could start dicking around with the IVA stuff. Alright, so Raster Prop Monitor, that's what this is called. There we go. I got my nav ball. And let's look down here. Let's see, what do we got? There's a vessel viewer. There's an altitude. I might need this up, to be honest. Never played with this one yet. Alright. What do you got? There's navigation in general. Let's see, there's nav, orbit, dock, data, crew, RSC, EXD. I don't have any exterior cameras on this. I didn't think to put them on. Vessel, auto, target. It's a graph. There's that thing again. Alright, so there's my orbit. I'm trying to decide which one of these I need. Probably that one. I think most of the data I need is probably on this. See, there's my current velocity, there's my altitude, there's my flight speed, pitch, torque, orbit, RCS, whether it's on or off, there's my throttle. Oh well, it even has my horizontal versus vertical speed. Oh, that's nice. Alright. And this thing's got really neat windows on it. That's pretty cool. You can put external cameras on the ships if you want. I didn't do it. Here's my current resources. Let's see, liquid fuel. Pretty good. Monoprop. Alright. There's my vessel. My gears down. Hit G. don't know. I have to check. Oops. Let's see here. Alright, so that means the gear's down. To be honest, the thing's sticking out so far, I may accidentally break off my thruster. Makes me wonder if I can move the legs. That could be a problem. If I come in really, really slow, this will be alright. Well, I may accidentally bust off that. That'd be a problem for sure. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and get going with this. Let's see, I don't want to be probably... Alright, I could probably come in like this, so I can actually see my ground. We'll fast forward a little bit. Alright, so we're coming in over here. Oh, crap. I ran out of charge. Good thing I put solar panels on here. Just in the panel. Yeah, completely ran out of electric charge. Oh, I put the funky ones on. Alright, well, anyway, this'll work. Whew. I think these, all these lights I had on was causing that problem. Alright. I'm going to make an attempt to land this sucker with the, from inside the cockpit. That's tough. But I think I can do it. There's a reason why I quick-saved at some point or other. Alright, I'm over the right biome now. Alright, now I can probably fly by instrumentation for the rest of this. Okay, I need to be pointing here. There we go. Let's check my other instruments. I'm still above the surface according to that. Alright, so here's my radar altitude, as far as I can tell, but it doesn't give me an exact measurement that I can tell. I'm hoping that altitude is correct. See, it says 4.6 kilometers. It should be correct for two good reasons. I got a mod that makes it so it'll tell you the altitude above land no matter how high or low the land is. So if you're about to land on a mountain, it'll still say 00 at the top of the mountain. And I happen to be landing in a lake bed kind of area at sea level anyway, so it probably won't make much difference. So velocity's slowly going down. Vertical speed, it's going down. Horizontal speed, going down. Actually, I want to do it like this. I may just crash, because this little engine probably isn't strong enough. Altitude 2.4. Throttled all the way up. 2.1. Yeah, I think this little engine's gonna do me in. It is so light, it probably isn't going to cut the mustard for this. Oh, this could be bad. Oh God! Look how close that is. We're doomed. I'm coming in too hot, and the engine isn't strong enough to slow me down. It might pull it. Look, my speeds aren't that high. If I got... Oh, jeez, I ain't got much to play with. Alright, Okay, I think we're actually gonna make it. Barely. I think we're good. 760. Okay, I actually overshot this a little. Alright, let's point over here. Alright, that's good. Vertical speed at 11. Altitude. Alright, we're good. I'm gonna cause this thing to drop a little bit slower, though. We're actually picking up speed. Raise the speed a little, or my thrust. We should be safe as long as we land at below 10, but I'd prefer to keep it lower in case I accidentally land on my thruster. Could happen. Alright, gonna have to deal with this while it's close. Well, gotta wait for my altitude to drop more. Still rather high, 200 and some meters, and dropping very fast. Uh, 64 meters. This is pretty good. Just tap this a bit. Oh, we're getting close. 12, 9, 3. Landed it, and I think I blew off my thruster. Yep. Just knocked it off. Well then. I'd have to say, possibly a new ship is in order. I think what I'll end up doing is launching one of these ships just like this, except with a probe on it, fixed with a better engine, and I'll land it right over here nearby and transfer Jeb to it. I'll just have to do it pretty soon because they only have so many days of stuff. They got 30 days. It only takes probably like 3 days to get here, so I can do that. And let's go ahead and test this stuff. I just want to see if this works here. Alright, it doesn't work on the surface. Let's see what this does. Alright, that actually worked. Laser surface scan for minimus greater flats. Disappointingly low concentration of organic compound is detected here, indicating that the surface is hot, or is not, in fact, minty fresh. It's not minty fresh. Let's try this thing. Click core sample. Oh. Alright, so that thing's only needed on surface of atmospheric planets. Okay. Interesting. This antenna is only suitable in space. Okay, so I don't need any of these. So the surface ablation laser light imager is useful, but most of the rest of this is not. Alright, well, Jeb, sorry man, but you're stuck here until I get a replacement ship over here. Let me check chat before I end this. Let's see, they're talking about iPad. But have you changed the resolution that Flash is playing in? Oh, yeah. Don't even know. Adobe Flash Player iOS. I don't know. iOS 8 will allow for Flash adjustments. Oh, they're talking about that. Okay. Well then. Yeah, just talking about his stuff. Still, it still says Terraria when I'm trying to play KSP. Freaking Twitch. It never works right. Let's see. I had to... last time I tried to change the title, I tried to change it 3 times before it worked. This time I changed it 3 times and it still didn't work. Alright, well anyway, I think we're done for the moment. I gotta make some dinner and some coffee for my wife and stuff like that. I'm gonna see about getting a ship, a replacement ship over here and pick up Jeb, but I'll probably end up doing that. I don't know, I may actually come back and do that later tonight. Though I don't know if anybody's going to be around to see it. It's already 12 at night. It's like midnight. But if you're on YouTube, I could throw it up on YouTube later. How's that? So peeps, hope you enjoy so far. We'll have to do sort of a rescue mission-ish or a replacement mission-ish shortly. And, well, we'll see how that goes. Catch you guys later.